The question that everyone's asking me, how did I become funded and what strategy did I use? Well, let's not waste too much time. I'm going to show you a detailed example of what my strategy is, how you can find it in the market, what to look for, and the times that are best to execute these trades. So let's get right into it. So first, we're going to go through a little demonstration, explain the dynamics behind it, what to look for, and then we'll get into a real life example that I actually took in a trade. So first, as we can see, we have an SMT buy side, we have a little manipulation leg, inversion fair value gap, and a change of a state of delivery. So yes, there is a bit, like there's a few things to look for over here, but it all makes sense and it's very, very simple. So first, why do we care that there is a buy side liquidity? Because in this zone right here, this is where a lot of people get faked out. A lot of breakout traders, they want to jump right over here when we break this previous resistance zone, change it into a support. And everyone wants to jump in, the breakout traders, they want to jump in and ride it all the way to the high limits. But it actually becomes a fake out. And this is where us ICT traders come into the market and reject back down and make those profits and kick those breakout traders out. So up here in this zone, we have a bunch of orders. Like think of this zone as like a very popular food market. Everyone is there. Everyone's waiting for those stores to open. So the second we get jumped in here, everyone floods the market and that pushes the charts back down because we have stop orders, we have stop losses, we have buy limits. You say it, a bunch of orders in this area. So now that when we pair it with an SMT, which is also known as a smart money trading system, that we compare with NASDAQ and S&P, when we have a lower high and a higher high, or a higher high and lower high on both NAS and ES. So when we see an SMT, which is a divergence in the market between the two pairs, paired with a buy side liquidity, we are already in the green. Like this, we want to enter this trade, but we need a entry model. So what's our entry? Well, over here we have two entry models. We have this inversion fair value gap, which we would enter right over here on the break, but we also have a little manipulation leg of a change of a state. As we see, we're coming from an uptrend, and to confirm 100% we are going to go down, we want to see this change of state get executed, and we are going to see a change in a state of delivery, which is a change in motion. So we're going from an uptrend, then we have the change of a state, which means we are considered now in a downtrend, not an uptrend anymore. So when we see this manipulation like get taken and we make a new high, we want to target the low of the first push, and on this area right here, we will take our entry right on the retrace back to the inversion fair value gap when we. So we have our chart over here on NAS. Let's see what happens. Okay, right here, first thing I see, we have a buy side liquidity. Very nice. And also, if you zoom in very tight, you can see a little baby SMT just poking out of there. So now, what's another thing I see? I see a change of a state. Well, first, we have a manipulation. So we're going from an uptrend, now we're going to the downtrend. Now what we have is a change of a state of delivery. Again, when we make a new high, that is going to be our manipulation leg. And then after the first green candle for a push on a bullish uptrend is going to be our change of a state. So when we first break past that, then we are golden to look for a reversal. Not only that, we also have a little inversion fair value gap right over here. So these are already our main instructions that we have to look for. And right here, we would enter right over here. Stop loss goes right above the SMT high. We want to take a standard deviation from the start of the manipulation right to the end. And we are going to target right down to this -2. Let's see how we go. Very strong break past this -1. We keep going, and our take profit would got hit right over here at this -2.5. So it's honestly as simple as that. I trade this every single day at New York Open. And it's honestly one of the best strategies you can ever have, especially if you are an ICT trader. And honestly, if you do want me to make another video on this and maybe go live when I'm actually trading it to give you a better idea, let me know in the comments. It'll be my absolute pleasure. Guys, at the end of the day, I'm not here to sell a course. As you can search, like do a deep search on me. I am not selling one course, guys. This is honestly pure education, and I want to help you guys to become profitable. Because I was there one day and I was in your shoes, is what I'm trying to say. So I know you guys want to be profitable. So it's completely free channel. So yeah, please guys, it would be very much appreciated. Hit a like, subscribe. We're very close to 100. And yeah, so hope you have a beautiful day.